Thank you, Mr. President. I actually have a long list to read. However, with the permission of the, well, both majority and minority, they decided that I just submit the whole report into the record to see the increases, decreases, and everything, and just perhaps read just a minute of highlights. And I appreciate your sparing me my voice. So, as chairperson of the Senate Committee on Finance, it is my honor to present to the body the Bicameral Conference Committee report on House Bill 3408, or the 2017 General Appropriations Bill. I just wish to put on record just a few highlights under the joint explanation of the Conference Committee report. For example, in the Department of Education, we provided funds for the on-site development of public schools and additional 1,000 cash allowance to all teachers. Additional funds were provided to allow the National Book Development Board also to participate in the book fair and for the production of videos that will help children learn through television. For our state universities and colleges, we provided additional funds for scholarships, capital outlay for all state universities and colleges, including the subsidy for tuition fee for medical students in, I think, 8 state universities which offer medical school. For the Department of Finance, there's a provision for the procurement of various equipment intended to cater to the anti-drug campaign and combat smuggling at the premier airport of the country. For the Department of Health, 1.5 billion additional funds for the Doctors to the Barrio program to enable the Department of Health to hire more health personnel. It includes a provision for the construction of health facilities to provide access to health services, medical assistance to indigents, and MOE to hospitals. The Department of Interior and Local Government, 2.073B, was allocated under the ILG to be used for the implementation of the People's Law Enforcement Board, or the PLEB, the enhancement of local government unit capacity on planning and implementation of LGU projects, for also the training and equipment of firemen, subsistence allowance for prisoners, and the rehabilitation and construction of jail facilities, including, well, perimeter fence, etc. The PNP also was allocated the acquisition of a helicopter, a state-of-the-art helicopter, to be used for crime prevention and law enforcement activities and implementation of projects on in its fight against drugs. In the Department of Justice, there's the construction of a building for the Justice or Judicial Academy, the purchase of equipment for the use of correctional facilities, and additional subsistence allowance for prisoners and operating requirements that will enable the agencies under DOJ to effectively perform its function. The Department of National Defense, 2.8 billion, Mr. President, to fund the various activities of DND that will allow the department to effectively defend the security of our nation from internal and external threats. I can go on and on, but there's a veteran center, Balete Paz, a construction of barracks for our police. Ayan, ping, lahat dyan, PMA. He can stand and narrate the help to our police and and PMA and the armed forces of the Philippines. In the Public Works, Department of Public Works and Highways, we transferred 8.3 billion from the DPWH to CHED for free tuition fees to all state universities and colleges, so that starting 2017, hopefully all of those studying in state universities and colleges will have free tuition apart from these TUPAP STs, the scholarship tuition fees already lodged under the CHEB. This is an addition, Mr. President. And under the Social Welfare and Development, we're providing 100 million for centenarians and an additional amount for a supplemental feeding program, and also an additional cash allowance for cash grant for rice allowance for the 4-piece program. And we also have a under the CHED 8 billion, which I mentioned, for free tuition fees for all SUCs. I also mentioned the other day, and let me just reiterate, that under the Department of Agriculture, we have the free irrigation for our farmers in the amount of more than 2 billion pesos, Mr. President. We also have for micro enterprises, Mr. President, at almost no interest to the micro enterprises all over the country. There is a 1 billion allocation under the Small Business Corporation. I can go on and on, but I would just like to request that all of these be spread into the record, Mr. President. So, sa susunod na taon po, makikita po natin sa ating bansa na libre na po ang irigasyon para sa ating mga magsasaka. Sa mga nakaraan taon hanggang ngayon po, nagabayad po ng ang ating mga magsasaka ng kanilang patubig. Kung hindi po magbayad, wala po silang irigasyon. Sa susunod na taon po, libre na po ang kanilang irigasyon. Pangalawa po, maliban sa mga subsidiya na binibigay po ng ating Commission on Higher Education, lahat po na nag-aaral sa mga state universities at colleges ay libre na po ang tuition fee. Kasama po ang Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, ang MSU Tawi-Tawi, MSU Marawi City. Pangatlo po, ang ating mga guro ay may karagdagang 1,000 pisong chalk allowance na tinatawag over and above what they are already receiving. Pang-apat po, i-augment po natin, dadamihan po natin ang ating pag-hire ng ating mga doktor at mga medical workers sa ilalim po ng ating Doctor to the Barrio program. Panglima po, ang ating mga informal sector na tinatawag, invisible population, 8 million of them. Yung mga wala pong kilalang congressman o mayor o senador na kailangan po pong magpalista para humingi ng PhilHealth card. Hindi na po kailangan magpakita ng PhilHealth card. Dapat po, pagpasok po sa isang state-owned hospital, specialty hospital man, gaya ng Lung Center, or provincial or regional hospital, basta po ang may-ari ay ang estado, ang gobyerno, ay sagutin na po dapat ng PhilHealth dahil tayo po ay nag-allocate para dyan. Maliban po dyan, ang ating pagtugon sa pangangailangan ng capital assistance, yung mga gumagawa ng suman, gumagawa ng bibingkat langgunisa, yan po ay mga micro-enterprises. Hindi naman po makakapasok sa land bank yan o sa DBP. Ito po ay maaring tunghayan ng ating Small Business Corporation kung saan po tayo ay naglagay ng 1 bilyong piso. At sa darating na taon, sa 2018, ay susuportahan ko po yung mungkahi ni Pangulong Duterte na maglagay po ng 1 bilyong piso sa bawat rehiyon for micro-enterprise development. Ilan lang po ito sa mga nabanggit ko: libreng irigasyon, libreng edukasyon, libreng kalusugan, libreng tulong sa mga micro-entrepreneurs para po maibsan ang kahirapan. Maliban po dyan, it goes without saying, we are supporting the President's war against illegal drugs. Thank you very much, Mr. President. With that, I would like to request all our colleagues, including my vice chairs, to help me in affirming this budget, and therefore request that this August chamber, hopefully, we will have the unanimous approval of this national budget crafted in line with the President's 10-point socio-economic agenda. Allow me also, Mr. President, first of all to thank you for your unwavering trust, confidence, and support. Second, for the hard-working, dedicated vice chairs without whose help I could not have finished this budget. Third, all the members of the chamber who asked very enlightening questions during the plenary discussions that made the budget what it is today. Fourth, Mr. President, the very cooperative and wise and enlightened interventions of our minority leader and members of the minority, whose suggestions we wholeheartedly embraced, and most of which we incorporated in the budget. It was not easy, Mr. President, and we know that there were difficult issues, including the issue of the provision for the autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao. It's a legal aspect. I've asked the Senate President about it. I believe that the Vice Chair, Senator Lacson, will stand on this issue, but I respect him. He had given me due notice, and his vote on the budget, I believe, will be based on the ARM budget and on the DPWH budget in the ARM without really taking away the hard work that we put into the budget together. I see his smile. It is not a smirk. It is a smile. And so I thank Senator Lacson, regardless of his vote in the budget, Mr. President. I am confident that he knows the hard work we put together in this budget. And so with that, I still hope that we will have the unanimous, if not unanimous, near unanimous approval of our national budget. Thank you.